All right, it's that time of the year. The first wave of spring breakers are flocking to South Beach.
They're here, but there are strict rules in place to curb this year's chaos. Local 10's Christian La Rosa is joining us live from Miami Beach with more on this. Christian.
And let me tell you, just getting down here to South Beach is not fun at all. All of this taking place against the backdrop of a beefed up and heavy police presence. We've been reporting how the governor was out here yesterday to talk about all of the South Florida and state agencies that are here to help law enforcement keep the crowds under control and deter misbehavior.
Smash up the likes, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate that. Welcome to the Chesley Major channel, Chesley Major Media. I'm your host, Chesley Major, and we about to do a real major. What's happening, fam? What's going on today on the Chesley Major channel? Welcome to Miami. Spring break. South Beach. Yeah, it goes down. Well, it used to go down. But now, them people don't want you out there no more. Stay from on the side is what they say. And you know what? I think you should. Or catch a case. I don't think it's worth it. Cops are on patrol deep. They got the drones. They got the cameras on every street. See, it ain't like it used to be. You used to could hang out. Kick it like soccer. Not anymore. The prices is up. And today's price is not yesterday's price. And if you ain't got the bread, you don't even need to be on that side. You need to find somewhere else to be. Yes, sir. But check this out.
Calvin, so of course, you can tell spring break is here. Crowd size a little bit smaller, but of course, one indication you can see Miami Beach police out in full swing. So part of these new restrictions that start today, which is expected to be the first of two very busy spring break weekends, restaurants no longer permitted to have chairs or tables out this weekend or next. As the neon lights illuminate Ocean Drive.
We lit, we young in turn, y'all need to not break up.
Also outside, a swarm of law enforcement officers patrolling Miami Beach.
It's completely dead. Like, let's look around.
By design, city officials turning the page on how spring break is carried out on the beach.
White folks say you wore out your welcome. Now you are not welcome.
Honestly, I don't like this breakup. This is horrible. This is toxic.
Like last year, a noticeable law enforcement presence on the ground, and
not only will a drone be deployed during any critical incident, but we have a full team of law enforcement personnel and professional staff members monitoring the cameras.
This weekend, city officials shutting down some parking garages, increasing the price of parking to $100, and the price to get a towed vehicle back more than double.
See, I'm a native of Miami, Florida, and being from Florida, Miami that is, I know that they never wanted us over there. It's a history of them keeping blacks from being on that side of the bridge. Out-of-towners don't know, but we know we aren't welcome. So we go to other beaches. Hollover, Fort Lauderdale Beach, Hollandale Boardwalk.
To some spring breakers out here about what they think of all this, go ahead and take a listen. So how is spring break treating you?
It's fun. We've had a lot of fun so far, yeah.
How about you?
It's fun. It's been fun.
You guys sound kind of like lukewarm. You're like, yeah, it's been fun. Why is that?
Because they've said multiple times that it's going to be strict out here, so everybody's kind of out there and not down here anymore. But
what do you make of that?
I don't know. It's kind of boring this year, a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. Underwhelming. Yeah.
Underwhelming.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a little underwhelming, but we try to make the best of it.
Yeah.
The best of it.
You sound sad.
Spring breakers of all ages out in full force, hitting up South Florida's beaches, and right there with them are police on the ground and in the air. It's all part of a massive crackdown to keep the crowds safe.
Normal during the day, gets wild at night.
Police are everywhere on the sidewalks and sand. Barriers line 81A to prevent mishaps. These locals who took a break from the books at University of Florida will be driving north Sunday for the start of classes again on Monday.
We're here to have a good time, not cause any trouble. It's just what we're here to do.
Donavelle Bersetti said he's been to Miami Beach and Fort Lauderdale for spring break.
How do you compare it to Miami Beach? You went down there?
Miami is so dead, don't go.
Between the parking rates, limited hours on the beach, and checkpoints, Miami Beach is not as attractive to spring breakers. The so-called breakup appears to be working, with 374 arrests reported, a 14% decrease from last year.
This weekend, historically, of all of spring break in the month of March, you can see these railings here. We're on Washington Avenue, where it says no parking from Wednesday night through Monday morning.
You sound sad.
That is for the two busiest weekends of March that they have these restrictions in place, among other things like garage closures, $100 flat rate parking, and we're just 2 blocks west of Ocean Drive, where we're gonna go check out. All right, we're approaching Ocean Drive, and as you can see, we have City of Miami Police Department here, among many other agencies that are assisting in Miami Beach, Florida Highway Patrol, to name a few. If we just walk around, we can see there's a mobile first aid station exclusive for spring break month. This is not here year round. Back this year is the Miami Beach Police Mobile Command Center. It's a really big truck. They've got an office-like setting in there. They can monitor surveillance cameras as well across the city. And it's situated just off of 10th and Ocean Drive.
Treating you?
It's fun. We've had a lot of fun so far, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can see fencing all along Ocean Drive, which wasn't a thing years ago. It was for the last year or two, but back then when it was, at its craziest, that wasn't there, and the street was actually closed off, especially during the pandemic, so a lot of people were invited onto the streets, something the city is no longer doing in an attempt to keep crowds away. So I am standing at the intersection where in 2021, this was completely crowded. I'm talking jam-packed on the sidewalk, the streets. Granted, the streets were closed, and that was at 8 p.m.
Go to PCB, go to Panama or something, because you're not really gonna get nothing out here, I'm not gonna lie. But you can still come out here.
No chaos like in the years before. We see a police officer there. There's a cop car right over there. There's a strong police presence. Back on Washington Avenue, Ocean Drive is just 2 streets down in that direction. They've got the streets closed off to the residential neighborhood. Look at the amount of Florida Highway Patrol units that are here. And you can see all of them gathering there in the middle. This is going to be a DUI checkpoint at about 8 o'clock. So cars coming into the beach randomly will be selected and checked for intoxication, impairment. This is, by the way, the MacArthur Causeway, which leads to 5th Street, which is where that DUI checkpoint is. If you go further down into the city, down this bridge, before you even get into the city, there is a license plate reader checkpoint.
It's kind of boring this year a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, underwhelming. Yeah.
Underwhelming.
I'm not gonna lie.
So they are officially starting the license plate reader detail on the MacArthur Causeway. You can see they're holding off traffic to get cones on both sides. So right now, it is only open on one lane. The license plate reader detail has started. Essentially, there's going to be a police vehicle all the way at the end over there scanning plates, and they're also doing it here. But to give time to call it in, if there's any hits on the plates, then they'll radio it in from one side to the other, and then they'll get pulled over there if there's any hits like warrants or stolen vehicles.
So as you can see, they got state troopers, local PD, license readers, sheriffs, everything.
Go to PCB, go to Panama or something, or go to Fort Lauderdale, because you're not really gonna get nothing out here, I'm not gonna lie. But you can still come out here.
I think if they're gonna be blocking a hell of a lot of parking, they need to lower the parking garage prices because it's way too expensive. This is more expensive than Los Angeles.
Basically, shop closed. Everybody go home. Don't come. We don't need your money. That's what they telling the people. They bagged up already. The money been made. You can keep them little dollars that you trying to throw at us. That's how they feel. So stay from over there. Why go? You're not wanted. There's other places to be. Things ain't what they used to be. Big change. Only the affluent. Big bread in town. Big bank take little bank. And if you ain't got no bank, you can't hang. Like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about all the restrictions that's going on South Beach. I am Chesley Major.